George and Amal Clooney have turned their 11th wedding anniversary into a quietly stunning testament to enduring love, elegance, and meaning. And it's the kind of celebrity news story that feels less like gossip and more like a modern fairy tale with real heart. On September 27, 2025, the world witnessed another milestone in one of Hollywood's most admired marriages. George and Amal celebrated 11 years since saying "I do" in Venice in 2014. That long ago sumptuous ceremony, with its romance, grandeur, and star-studded guest list, launched a union that has become a benchmark for grace, partnership, and purpose. Over a decade later, they are still writing their story, and this anniversary revealed fresh layers to how they live love. Their celebration was low-key, intimate, and deeply personal. Just a dinner together, a pause in the spotlight to treasure the simple fact that they're still walking this journey side by side. As George put it in a recent interview, "We had a nice dinner night before last. There was no fireworks show, no loud spectacle, just two people reflecting on shared years, on the life they've built." He mused playfully on future years, half joking, "Mostly me gumming bread because I'm 64, so I'll be 75. It's that mix of humor and humility that has defined how he speaks of their marriage. Just days later, the Clooneys made a joint appearance at the New York Film Festival on September 29th, stepping out for the premiere of George's new film, J. Kelly. But even this glitzy night held echoes of their private devotion. Amal stunned in a red velvet mini dress by Oscar de la Renta, a deliberate and poetic homage to her wedding gown. De la Renta had designed it just weeks before his passing in 2014. The mini's 3B poppy appliques, the structured silhouette, the emotional resonance, all of it felt symbolic. George, as ever, kept it classically polished in a midnight blue suit. They walked the red carpet hand in hand, a visual reminder, even amid celebrity, their bond remains grounded. At that premiere, George spoke of the key to their relationship. He said, "The greatest lesson I learned is to marry the right person," which I did. "And so it has been nothing but an honor and a pleasure to be married to my wife." He also acknowledged that his priorities have shifted. "I'm not in that mass rush to succeed anymore, so I get to be home with my kids a lot." A line that resonates deeply in a life that balances massive public demands with private devotion. Amal has long expressed her adoration in her own voice. She has called George her great love, spoke of how early in their relationship, being apart would leave her restless, and how hidden notes, texts, small gestures carried weight. She said that when they met, she had resigned herself to a less romantic fate, until suddenly life changed. Her admiration, her warmth, and her fierce intellect remain integral to how she speaks of their life together. This anniversary also came during a busy public season. On October 3rd, the Clooneys appeared at the Albies in London, the awards gala of their own Clooney Foundation for Justice, held at the Natural History Museum. It was a night of impact and recognition, honoring figures like Fatu Balda, Jose Ruben Zamora, Melinda Friendly Gates, and Darren Walker. Amal wore an off-shoulder ruched Atelier Versace gown accessorized in elegant gold tones. George appeared in a black tuxedo. Their presence reinforced how their personal life and public mission are intertwined. They don't just celebrate love, they spotlight justice. Public reaction to their anniversary has been full of affection and awe. Fans celebrated Amal's tribute to her wedding dress in her fashion choice. They called George's words sweet, grounded, genuine in a celebrity world so often dominated by flash. Social media buzzed with admiration for how their love feels real, mature, enduring. Their approach, romantic but understated, struck many as refreshingly authentic. To truly understand the weight of 11 years, we return to the foundation. George and Amal met in 2013 through mutual friends. Their courtship moved swiftly in many ways, and by April 2014, George proposed. They married on September 27, 2014. In June 2017, they welcomed their twins, Ella and Alexander, now 8 years old in 2025. Over the years, both have spoken of how their lives changed upon meeting one another. George has said Amal reframed his understanding of love and purpose. Amal has described falling into an easy, deep connection she hadn't anticipated but cherished ever since. One of the most striking revelations in recent times, George once claimed that in 11 years of marriage, he and Amal never once argued. He told interviewers, "We're trying to find something to fight about, but still haven't found it." Whether literal or rhetorical, that statement underscores how they project an image of unity, respect, and communication rarely seen in the glare of fame. Yet beneath every public image is private routine, compromise, and unseen moments of growth. Their life hasn't been without its challenges, maintaining privacy, raising children under limelight, juggling intense careers. But through it all, they seem to find a rhythm, balancing ambition, activism, artistry, and affection. As George embarks on Jake Kelly, as Amal continues her legal and humanitarian work, and as their twins grow, this anniversary isn't just retrospective, it's a marker forward. Their story blends cinema glamour, legal power, global conscience, and a personal love that still whispers rather than shouts. It's a reminder that marriages of this scale are not built in a day, but crafted in hundreds of quiet moments, shared dinners, late-night talks, and simple promises kept. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.